My name is Patricia Inope, and in this video, we are going to find the inverse of matrix using the determinant, cofactors, minors, and adjugate. But before that, let's have the coverage in this video. So in this video, we're gonna have the definition of the determinants and cofactors and minors, and then the steps in finding the inverse using the determinant, cofactors, minors, and adjugate, and then its example, then the problem exercise, I will give it to you, and then the summation. So now let's have the definition for the determinants. Let A is equals to A sub I, J, B, and N by N matrix. The determinants function denoted by det A is equals to absolute value A equals to the summation plus negative A sub 1, J sub 1, A sub 2, J sub 2 until A sub N, J sub N. So you're gonna understand it later on pag mabigyan na natin yung examples natin. Moving on to our another definition. We have here the minors and cofactors. If A is a square matrix, then the minor M sub ij of the element A sub ij is the determinant of the matrix obtained by deleting the ith row and jth column of A. So the cofactor C sub ij is given by C sub ij equals to negative 1 raised to 1 plus j times M sub ij. So later on, we're gonna use this one as well in our example. Moving on to our steps in finding the inverse of A using the determinant, cofactors, minors, and adjugate. First things first, you have to get the determinant of the matrix A. And then solve for the minors and cofactors. Then, right after that, you have to, after getting the cofactor, you have to transpose it like this. Cofactor A, then transpose it. Then, the last one, you have to use this formula to find the inverse of A. We have to adjugate A all over determinant A. So, it's easy to understand it by giving you an example. Now, we have a matrix A here. We have a what matrix? 3 by 3 matrix. Very good. So, we're gonna find the inverse of this one using the determinant, cofactors, minors, and the adjugate. Okay? This one, since this one is a 3 by 3 matrix and also a square matrix, we can use the weave basket method. The weave basket method is gonna be look like this. So we're gonna add two columns here, the first one and the second one to this one. So we're gonna have a negative 3, 6, 3, 2, negative 6, negative 4, negative 1, 7, and 4. I just copy this one, and then let's have the first row and then the second row here. So it was called weave basket method because it looks like a basket. First one here to connect. So negative 3 times negative 6 times 4, and this one as well, 2 times, so this is plus, times 7 times 3, also plus, negative 1 times 6 times negative 4. So the operation of this one, we're gonna have negative here. Minus na to siya sa atong next here. So we have here 3, negative 6, and negative 1. Then plus, negative 4 times 7 times negative 3 plus 4 times 6 times 2. Okay? Naka-follow ba? Okay? Ang weave basket method is like, kung sa itong na-align here sa imuhang line, you have to put it here, you have to multiply this one, then add to the next one, then add to the next one. And then the operation of the two is minus. Then this one also you have to multiply, then add in the next, then multiply, then add to the next. So adding this one to our calculator, it will result to. So the first one here, so let's have a step by step. The first one here we have 138, right? Then minus the operation, we have subtraction here. We have 150, right? So 138 minus 150 we have. So our debt now is that A is equals to negative 12. Now we are done with our step 1. Let's go now to our step 2, which is to solve for the cofactor and minors. So, let's go back to our matrix here. So, in order to find the minors, we have to M, I, and J. The I and J here represents, this one I here is the row and the J here is the column. So, M, minor, I, and J we have here. So, we're gonna have M1. Gonna cover this one. Okay? What's left? This one. So, we're gonna put negative 6, 7, negative 4, then 4. Okay? Let's put first the matrices of this one. So, we have next is 1, 2, the first row, and then the second column. So, this one, ang wala na cover is 6, 3, 7, 4. Then for our M, sub 1 and 3, we have this one, 6, negative 6, 3, negative 4. Okay? Okay, let's get another paper. We have M21. M21 natin is this one, and then this one. Okay, we're gonna have 2, negative 1, negative 4, then 4. Next one, we have M sub 2, 2. So we have this one and this one. Okay. So we're gonna have negative 3, negative 1, 3, then 4. Okay. Next, we have M 2, 3 is equals to 2, 3. So 2, then 3. So this one. Negative 3, 2, 3, negative 4. Okay. Next one, we have the M31, which is M31 is here. So cover that one. We're gonna have the result of 2, negative 6, negative 1, 7. Next, we have M32. So M32 is here. So cover that one. Then the result to negative 3, 6, negative 1, 7. Okay. And lastly, we have, okay, let's change pen to pen. M33, we'll have this one here. So, negative 3, 6 to negative 6. Now, let's go back to our first minor. So, minor, M sub 1, we have to get the determinant here. So you will know in how to get the determinants is we have to multiply this one then minus this one. So inputting that in our calculator, we have the minors here 3. Very good. And next one we have negative 6. Okay. The next one, M21, our determinant here is, I'm so sorry for the background noise, 4. Next, we have M22 here. This is negative 9. And this one here, we have 6. And in this one here, we have, determinant of this one, we have 8. And this one here, we have negative 15. And in this one here, we have 6. Now we get the minors already now. So we're gonna have the cofactors of this one. Same diri C11. So the formula for cofactor is Cij, then negative 1 I plus j, then nij. So here negative 1, then ij na to is 2, right? So 1 plus 1. I at saka j, so 1 plus 1 is 2. So, gonna input it muna. So, negative 1, then 2, and then atong minor here is 4. So, it's gonna result to negative 1 raised to 2 is 1 times 4, still 4. So, following this, so we're gonna have, okay, following this one, we're gonna have a result of dire kay positive siya, negative, positive. And then this one here is the M21 natin is negative, then positive, then negative, then here is positive, then negative, then positive. Okay, how do I say so? Okay, let's see kung tama ba. Tingnan natin ha. So, C12 is equals to negative 1, still negative 1. 1 plus 2 is 3. Then 3. So, as you can see, our negative 1 here will result to negative, which is, this is correct. So, this will equate to negative 3. Next, we have positive here. So, we're gonna have a C13 of negative 6. Still negative 6 plus 1 is negative 6. Times 1 is negative 6. And here we have, since it's negative, we're gonna have C21 as negative 4. And then C22, which is negative 9. And then C23, we're gonna have negative 6. And then our C31 is positive 8. Our C32 is positive 15, since negative 15 times negative 1 is 15. And then we have C33, which is still 6. Now we have our cofactors and minors. And we are done with our step 2, right? Now we have our step 3 na. Our step 3 is to get the cofactor and then transpose it. So, how to get the cofactor of A? Base sa atong gisolve kaina. So, the cofactor of our A earlier is like this. So, since this is the minor 1, 1, which is ij, and ij here, so this is our first row. Our first row following the cofactor here, we have the cofactor for C11 here, which is 4, and then followed by negative 3, then followed by negative 6. Okay? Now we have our second row, which is negative 4, negative 9, then negative 6. Negative 4, negative 9, negative 6. This is our second row, since this is, ang I na to dari is 2, which is I will equate to row 2. Okay. Next, we have our third row, which is 8, 15, and then 6. Now we have our cofactor A here. In order to get the adjugate we have to transpose the cofactor. So cofactor A, then transpose. So how to transpose this one? This is so easy. In order to transpose this one, you have to the column will become row and the row will become column. You have 4, negative 3, negative 6, then negative 4, negative 9, negative 6, then 8, 15, 6. So this is our adjugate A. Okay? This is our adjugate A. We have our adjugate A here. We have to have our step 5, which is step 4, which is step 4 is to solve for our inverse now. In order to get the inverse, we have the adjugate of A, then that A. As you can see, we have the following na. So, nanatay, given na ni. So, adjugate A na to is 4, negative 3, negative 6, negative 4, negative 9, negative 6, 8, 15, 6. All over the det A. Pila to itong det A earlier. Our determinant earlier is negative 12. Okay. So this is going to find the inverse now. So this one will also look like this. Negative 4, negative 3, negative 6, negative 4, negative 9, negative 6, 8, 15, 6. Okay. This is just the same. Okay. So, we're gonna perform this one. So, we're gonna multiply this one, this negative 1 over 12 to our transpose matrix or our transpose matrix of cofactor, our adjugate, to negative 1 over 12 for our debt. So we have our inverse now, which is, so this is 1/3, negative 1/3, 1/3. So this is positive 1/3. Then this is negative 2/3. And this one is positive 1/4. And natogamay. And this is 3/4. And this is negative 112 times 15. We have negative 5 over 4. Next, we have negative 112 times negative 6. We have 1/2. And then again, 1/2. And this one is negative 1/2. So this is our inverse now. So we have found the inverse of this one using the cofactor, determinants, the minors, and the adjugate. So that's it. And our discussion here, I have here the problem exercise. You have to get the inverse of this one using the minor cofactors, determinants, and the adjugate of this. And then turn this one, the answer of this one is this one. Okay? You have to perform it, and then you have to come up with this inverse here. Okay? So that's it for this video. Again, we did find the inverse of the matrix using the determinant, cofactors, minors, and adjugate. And to recap, we have here the steps in finding the inverse using this. So you have to get the determinant of the matrix, then solve for the minors and cofactors. After getting the cofactors, then transpose it like this one, and then use the formula, which is in this case you have the given na. So that's it for this video. I hope you learned something. Bye.